explain our next assignment, which is habit number 2 of the 7 highly effective habits for teens. So I'll explain that assignment. And then we're going to do kind of an impromptu ASB meeting. So if you were in ASB last year, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you're brand new, you're going to get inducted with your first kind of meeting virtually today, because based off of Adeline's idea for a kind of virtual color fest, me and Mr. Breyer spoke last week, and I think we worked out a really cool idea that I'm going to share with you guys, how we can do it virtually and kind of bring in a house element. So I'm pretty excited to share it. Adeline, I just wanted to express with you that Mr. Breyer was super impressed with your thinking and kind of pointing us in the right direction with that. So let's give her a little round of applause. So we'll talk about that. And then after all of that, I do want to spend some time talking to the ASB candidates. I did post on Cougar Corner today to let everyone know that I'll be posting your flyers. I've gotten some from some people, others I'm still missing. So I want to make sure that I have everything that I need so I can get those up this afternoon and then talk about the video element as well. So a lot to cover today. So let's get started. Alrighty, roll. Here we go. Alexia. Oh, I see her. There she is.
Here. I'm here.
Thank you. Anessa, not Vanessa.
Here.
Adeline.
Here.
Lexi.
Here.
Gracie will be with us soon. Kaylin. Kaylin. Don't see her. Nilani.
Here.
Maria.
Here.
Brianna.
Here.
Lily.
Here.
Jocelyn.
Here.
Delaney.
Here.
Bianca.
Here.
Malachi.
Here.
Nick.
Here.
Krissa, you're on the roll sheet. Yay!
That's great.
Kira.
I'm here.
Thank you. Zoe. Zoe Lewis. Oh, I see you in the corner down there.
Oh no.
Malia. Oh, there she is. With her hat. There's our girl with her hat. Caitlin Messina.
Here.
Liliana. Mackenzie.
Here.
Jesse.
Here.
Mason.
Here.
Mila.
Here.
Genesis.
Here.
Aiden.
Here.
Mia.
Here.
Aubrey.
Here. Here.
Rayla.
Here.
Kalina. No, Kalina. Okay. Lydia.
Here.
Yay, her mic works now. Ava.
Here.
Camilla. You on here? I see her on. Natalie.
Here.
Neela.
Here.
Cameron.
Here.
Haley.
I'm here. I'm here.
Levi.
Here.
And Genesis Z. Oh, I saw her. She was in the car. I don't know where she was on. Okay. Let's mark her present. Maybe she lost her signal for a second. So just no Kaylina and no Kaylin. Oh, wait. Kaylin's on now. Okay. So no Kalina. All right, guys, thank you for your patience with roll call. I know, like, if we were in a traditional classroom, I would just, oh, thank you, Ava. I would just quickly look at my seating chart and take attendance, but I not have to call it out every day, but this is just the fastest way to do it. So thanks, guys. All righty, so let's talk about your assignment first, because you can do that as soon as we're done with our ASB meeting, but I just wanted to go through it with you really quickly. So let me come over here and get it pulled up for you guys. Present. All right, guys, so today we are going to look at the second habit of the 7 highly effective habits of teens. And this one is called beginning with the end in mind. So it's about goal setting. So a lot of times we have an idea of things that we want to do with our lives or goals that we have, but we don't think about the smaller things of how we're going to achieve those goals. So for example, let's say you want to be a doctor. Well, what does that mean? Like, what do you have to do to get there? What are the steps that you have to take? First, think about high school. How do you need to achieve in high school? Then college, what are those steps? Say you want to be a singer. Well, what does that mean? Like, are you doing open mic nights? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you posting videos on YouTube, getting followers, like working with someone that's going to help promote your music? So having those goals in mind. So beginning with the end in mind. So in order to kind of start thinking about those things, you guys are going to write a letter to your future self. So what this is first, there is a quick little 5-minute video on YouTube outlining the habit number 2, beginning with the end in mind. And then there's going to be 2 documents on Google Classroom. The first one is kind of some directions. So things that you need to include in your letter. So your name, your date of birth, the date of the letter, the time, how old you are when you're writing this. So this is going to kind of help you organize your letter. And then down at the bottom, I've included a rubric and an example. So that's step 1. So you'll do kind of your planning on this document, which should be saved as a doc. So I'll have to look into that. I don't know why it's coming up as a Word. And then the second thing is your letter template, okay? So you're going to just type your letter on here so you can turn it in. Before you guys start on this, I think I have the wrong document attached. This is a Word doc. I need to make sure it's a Google Doc. So I'll go back and edit that in just a minute before you guys get started. So see now, I had 2 attachments in my drive and I put the wrong one. So I'll be sure to edit that. But it'll just be something that hopefully maybe someday you can look back on and be like, oh man, when I was in 7th or 8th grade, these are my goals. Like, do I still want to do that? Am I working towards that still? So I always like assignments like this. So it's just a good self-reflective piece. Okay, so we are about to embark on something that has never been done at Mountain View, a virtual ASB meeting. So how this is going to work, well, actually, let me back step. So typically how this would work is once our cabinet is elected, the president, the ASB president, would lead you guys through a meeting, and the secretary would fill out the meeting minutes. But because we're not together, I'm going to be the secretary, and I'm going to write stuff down. Then when we submit, I'll submit this video if they need it for backup documentation. And then I'm going into the classroom tomorrow and I'll fill out the paperwork and submit it. So you might be asking yourself, what do we need paperwork for? So ASB, guys, is essentially, think of it like a business, and you guys are all on the board of this business. So we have an account, an ASB student account that is formed and houses money. I think my camera just turned off. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, this
No,
account.
it just froze.
Oh, okay. Can you guys still hear me though? Okay. So this money that we collect from dances or like when we sell Valentine's Day grams or all of the color run, all of these events that we have, this money goes into an ASB general account. And that money is supposed to be used to benefit all of the students at our school. So for example, as an ASB class, you guys have your own leadership account. So that's the money like we'll buy our t-shirts from, or if we're able to go on a field trip at the end of the school year, that's money that's raised separately for you guys specifically. ASB general funds, like I couldn't use that stuff to take you guys on a field trip because it has to benefit the entire student body. So when we have these meetings, you guys are approving that it's okay for us to spend that money. Does that make sense? So you're basically putting the student voice, the student stamp of approval on us spending funds or fundraising. So there's a couple of steps that have to go into that. There's a release of funds, which allows us to pay a vendor, or it allows you guys to reimburse me if I buy supplies for an event. So for example, if we were having a dance, let's say we, like the Horror Fest, the Halloween dance. Let's say we decided we want to spend $500 on decorations. Well, there's not like an ASB debit card. So what you guys would do is called a release of funds. So you would make a motion to release funds to me, not to exceed $500. So that way I could go use my credit card, buy the $500 worth of stuff, and then get reimbursed for that. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's why we do a release of funds. Now, a fundraising approval is just that we're agreeing that we are going to hold a fundraiser and the funds are going to go to X, Y, and Z. So whether that's future ASB events, a field trip, we're just letting the district office know because the board actually has to approve it, what we're fundraising, what we're selling, and why we're doing it. So everything has to be documented. It's really important because there's a thing, anyone know what the word audit means? Probably not, but a couple people, yes. So when you're audited, that means someone who does financials, they come and they're going to look to make sure that all of the proper documentation has been done and that nothing funny is going on with money. So that's why this stuff is so important. So what we're going to do today is this is going to be kind of like your guys' virtual signature. So what I'm going to have you guys do is when I say, like, does everyone approve? Like, you guys will do a little thumbs up in the camera if you're on, or just put it in the chat, approve, approve, approve. That way we have it, and then I'll submit the stuff tomorrow. Okay, so all of that being said, a lot of information, I know. But anyways, just to kind of share with you what me and Mr. Breyer spoke about. So we decided, kind of taking Adeline's idea and running with it, we thought, how cool would it be if the Color Fest was also like a house event? So go with me here. Our 6th graders and new students haven't been sorted into houses yet. So we thought what they could do is we'll have like a wheel set up outside of the school, and people can come, if they haven't been sorted, they can come drive through and they'll spin the color wheel and that will sort them into their house. And then they'll get a color packet of their house color and a blue powder that represents cougars. And then everybody who's already been sorted can come and pick up their color packet. So you'll just say, I'm in Logos, I'm in Ethos, I'm in Pathos. And when you come, everyone will get the color of their house, the color of our school, and then they're gonna get 2 signs that either say like hashtag their house and then hashtag Cougar Strong. So what we're thinking is on the day of the event, so we're thinking September 18th, Mr. Breyer would say like it will have to be like a giant Zoom event, but Mr. Breyer will do an opening. Then whoever our ASB president is, because the elections will be done at that time, will say something really briefly. Then we thought we would maybe open it up for a couple of student performances. And then each house will toss their color. So like all of the logos people will toss theirs, then all the ethos, then all the pathos, and all the kairos. Then after everyone has tossed, everyone will come back together and everyone will throw their blue for Cougar Strong. 4 houses, 1 family. What do you guys think? So it's going to be kind of a lot, but I'm excited to try it. I feel excited about it. And yeah, so the powder is like the initiation for the new kids and the 6th graders to kind of get inducted into their houses, and for people who are already sorted into their houses, a celebration of still being in the house. So what we've decided, because it's going to be a whole school thing, we're not going to make the color powder portion a fundraiser. We had a lot of extra money from last year because we ended in March and we didn't have like 3 of our big events, our carnival and our 8th grade dance and other things. So we had quite a bit of money left over. So I feel okay about doing something good for our school and spending that money. But we thought what we could do for a fundraiser for ASB is that when people come to pick up their color packets, we will sell white Mountain View t-shirts so they can wear for the color splash. So
That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, so my husband is actually he owns a screen printing business, so he like prints all of our PE clothes and does a lot of shirts and stuff for us, so he can make shirts really easily for me, and I get a really good deal. So what we'll do is we'll just order, a random amount of sizes and then sell them. What do you guys think? For like, is $10 too expensive for a t-shirt that says Mountain View?
Maybe 5 to 8.
5 to 8. What do you guys think? 5 to 8. Well, the shirts, here's the only thing is I initially thought 5 too, but it just depends on how much money we want to make. So the t-shirts themselves are going to cost us $3 each. So do we want, like, we'll make our money back, but we'll make $2 a t-shirt. So $7 each, 8. People would pay 10. The only thing I like about 10 is it's easy, no change, except for 20s. If it's 7 or 8, we're gonna need 1s for change. $10 in taxes. So let's see. Give me a thumbs up or a yes if you guys are okay with 10. 10, 10, 10. Okay. It looks like the 10s have it. Okay. I think 10 is just an easy round number. So, and then what we can always do if they aren't selling, we'll lower the price. It'll be like a blue light special. I've definitely done that with ASB stuff before. So, we'll aim for 10, and if they're not selling, we'll lower the price. Okay. Now, as far as the money for this event. So on Amazon, sorry, I need a sip of water. On Amazon, they have all of the colors of all the houses already, and blue, already pre-packed. So if anyone was in ASB last year remembers filling all those little baggies, it was crazy. We don't have to do that this time. They already come in perfect little pouches. But for the cost of all of the powder, so we'd need about 3 boxes per grade level to do the whole school. And then t-shirts, we're going to need to spend about $1,500. So the color itself is about $1,100, and then we'll probably spend another $400 on t-shirts. But we have like $3,500 in our account right now, so we'll still have a couple $1,000s left over for other events throughout the year. And then the funds that we get from the t-shirts will also go back into that account. So then $10 is good. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to write down who makes the motion. So I'm going to have, let's see, Levi and Nailani help me with this first one, just to give an example, because I know that they were in ASB last year. So if we were in a regular meeting, there'd be paperwork that says a release of funds to April Nunez to buy t-shirts and color powder for the Cougar Color Fest, not to exceed $1,500. So Levi would say that, for example, and then he would go, does someone make a motion? And then Neilani would be like, I make a motion to approve for April Nunez to purchase color powder and t-shirts for the Cougar Color Fest. I know, it's a lot of words. Then Levi would say, does anyone second that motion? And then someone would say, I second the motion for April Nunez to buy color powder and t-shirts for the Cougar Color Fest. And then we would say, all in favor, say aye. Everyone goes aye. Anyone opposed, say nay, nay, and then we move on. It's a lot. But that's how you would run any student council meeting. So then if we had our notes, our secretary would write down who made the first motion, who made the second motion, and then how many approved, how many denied, and we'd move to the next line item. So, Levi, you want to give it a try?
I have a question.
Oh, yes, Adeline.
For the ASB meetings, will it be like everybody in it, or just like the people who have like the president or the treasurer?
So it's the entire class is part of it.
Okay.
But there will be meetings with just cabinet. Like normally, like if we were at school, I think it was every other Wednesday, I'd meet at lunchtime with cabinet just to talk about planning and stuff. But we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's really hard because I want to look at you guys, but then I'm not looking at the camera. It's like this whole thing. Whatever. It's crazy. All right. Levi, you want to give it a try? Okay.
I make a motion to releasing funds to the Cougar. I forgot the rest.
Okay, I'll start it as if I was the president, and then you can make the first motion. Okay, I need someone to make a motion to release funds to April Nunez to purchase color powder and t-shirts for the Cougar Color Fest, not to exceed $1,500.
I make a motion to releasing funds to purchase color powder and t-shirts for ASB Nunez to not exceed, I forgot again.
$1,500.
$1,500.
Thank you, Levi. Can I get someone to second that motion?
I second that motion.
Thank you, Neilani.
Aye.
Okay. So all in favor, say aye or thumbs up or in the chat.
Aye.
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 Aye, 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 aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? You and your hat say aye. Nice. All right, guys. So now that we've made that motion, we can start planning the event as far as that goes. So I can start purchasing stuff. And now for any reason, sometimes we have to do this. If for any reason it comes in a little bit over $1,500, we would just have to make an amendment to our minutes that we recognize that we exceeded our budget by a little bit and that we are amending the cost that or the amount that we spent. Okay, let's see. So that was release of funds, and then fundraiser. So same thing. If I'm gonna make the motion and then someone will first and second it. So if you guys want to give it a try, you can raise your hand or chime in. But so I need someone to make a motion to approve fundraising for ASB to sell Mountain View t-shirts for the Color Festival. Would anyone like to make that motion? Lily, go for it.
I make a motion to allow ASB to sell Mountain View t-shirts for, what was the rest of it?
Color
or
Festival.
$10 for the color festival.
Woohoo! Does anyone second that motion?
I second that motion.
Oh, thank you, Lydia. All in favor, say aye. Thumbs up.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone
Aye.
opposed, say nay. All right. Cool. So now we can start the process on that. Alrighty, guys. So here's what. So you've survived your first ASB meeting. Congratulations. Definitely looks a little bit different in the virtual setting, but glad it worked out. Okie dokie. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have you guys take just like a 3-minute break so I can fix the document on Google Classroom and put the correct one up. And then if you are running for office, pop back on in just a few minutes so I can double check whose flyers I have, whose stuff I'm missing, and what we need to do for the videos. So class ends at 10:55. So if you guys could work on your letters and after a few minutes when I fix it, and then come back on at 10:50 so we can say proper goodbye. Lexi, question. Oh, your hand was raised. Was that just an aye? Oh, okay. What is it,
No,
hon?
I actually have a question. If you're running for the things,
Just
what
in
time
like
do
3
we come
minutes.
back
I'm just going to flip my camera around real quick just so I can fix the assignment on Google Classroom. Mia, question?
I just wanted to know how to turn
Oh,
in
okay.
the
Yeah, I'm
posters
going
to
to
you.
talk about all that. Lily, did you have a question about campaign stuff?
Yeah, for the wheel, how you said that they would like spin the wheel to get their
Uh-huh.
house and stuff. How do you know that like in a sort of even amount of people are going to be sorted into each house?
Well, we don't, but we might have to, if it starts to lean like too much towards one way, we might just have to start assigning people houses to make sure it's even, because that's a good thought.
Okay.
Kaylin.
So if we're not running for everything, we could leave and we don't have to come back?
I would like for you guys to sign back on at 10:50 just so we can say goodbye for the day.
Okay.
All right, so let's take, if you're running for office, let's take just a quick little break. I'm going to go fix the assignment, then we'll come back and chat. Everyone else, you're welcome to stay on and just turn your camera around. You're welcome to sign off and come back. Just make sure you're back at 10:50 just to say adios for the day. All right, so I'm going to go fix the assignment real quick. Still working on it, guys. Almost there. No, Adeline, it's not too late. I have to post one little link on the assignment, and then I can talk about all of that. It's just my computer is lagging like crazy. Okay. All right, that's assigned. Okie dokie. Let me go to my inbox now. And folder here. Neela, yes, that's fine. Okay, guys, so as far as posters, here's who I definitely have. I have stuff from Natalie. I have stuff from Lily. I have, let me go to grid view here real quick. See everybody. All right, so I have stuff from Natalie, Lily, Caitlin, Messina, Lexi. I have video and posters. Rayla, Neela, Nailani, and Haley. Anyone else who's running, I still need your stuff.
How would I give that to you?
So what did you make it on, Mia?
I made it on my phone, but I already have a document on my computer.
Okay, so you can just share it to my email. So
Okay.
just send it to my email, and then I'll be able to manipulate and post it from there.
Okay.
Anybody else have, Kira, are you sending me stuff?
I sent you my poster.
I don't have it. Can you resend it? So I think what happens, guys, is my email is weird because it still has my maiden name of Stang on there. So if you type in A Stang or A Nunez, sometimes there's going to be one that says A Stang, and under it will say A Stang. Make sure it's the one that says A Nunez underneath. It will say April Stang, but A Nunez. It's so crazy. I know. So make sure that it goes to the A Nunez at Beaumont because I don't have it, Kira. Do you mind resending it?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions on posters?
I also sent you mine, but I might have sent it to the wrong email, so I'll check right now.
Let's see. Yes, Cameron, can you resend it for me, hun?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, wait, no, I have yours. Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. It just popped into the top of that feed. Okay. So posters will go up today. So this afternoon, I'll be posting those. I've already kind of put a little notice on Google Classroom about ASB elections. Then I also let teachers know. I sent emails out to teachers that to encourage students to join Cougar Corner, that we're going to be voting on Friday, and results will be revealed Friday at 3:30. As far as videos go, the video that I posted on Google Classroom was, obviously your video does not have to be, that, we'll say that extra, but I just wanted to put an example that I thought was kind of clever and funny up, but it can also just be a quick little, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm running for X, Y, and Z, and this is why you should vote for me. Like, it can be super simple. Again, it can be you actually on the recording. It can just be your voice, whatever you would like to do for that. Any questions, comments, or concerns so far? I just remembered more I wanted to share. All right, so I did have a couple of questions. Oh, Lexi, go for it, hun.
When are the posters going up?
They're going up today.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I had a couple of questions as far as making your video, some good tools to use. You guys actually, through the district, if you go to your Google extensions, you should be able to add something. I'm going to put it in the chat called Screencastify. So Screencastify will allow you to film a video off of your device. So your Chromebook, your laptop, your computer, and then it will save it to your computer, and it will generate a link that you can add to your Google Drive, which you can send it to me that way, or it can generate a YouTube link, which you can send it to me that way. It's a pretty nifty tool. Another thing you guys can use, if you're familiar, is one called WeVideo. I use that one a lot. You should have, if you sign in, log in through Google, you'll have an account through WeVideo as well. It can kind of seem a little overwhelming when you first get in the video, like into the editing tool. But if you watch like a quick little YouTube tutorial on it, it's super simple once you figure out how to use it. Yes, you can just email the video to me. Just make sure that the link works. I should be able to download it that way. Sometimes with videos, I have found, because I'll do video projects in my class, I've found that sometimes if you try to email it, it will be too large to attach. You can try it, but the best way is to add it. So if you're like doing it on your phone, download it to get Google Drive on your phone and then add it to your drive, and then you can share it that way. That seems to work better sometimes. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get my poster and my video? Because me and my mom were trying, but it didn't keep sending.
I have a folder in my email that I put as ASB campaign materials, and I have from you, it says Lexi Beitler Spirit Committee invitation, and I have your poster in my wall one. And let's see. Poster in my wall. I have your video, and then I have your application. Yeah, I got all your stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I put them all in a folder, and I didn't open them yet because I didn't want them to get lost. You guys should see my email this year. It's like just like millions of emails, so I don't want stuff to get lost. So I put it all in a special little folder so I could keep track of it.
When is the letter to the
Sorry, Adeline, can you repeat that?
When is the letter to the our future self due?
Tomorrow.
Sorry. My
That's
brother's singing in the background.
Yeah, just by end of day tomorrow, hun.
Do we have to use those two apps?
No, definitely not. Whatever you want to use or you're familiar with, go for it. I just had a couple people ask what they could use, so those are the ones that I use. So just wanted to put those resources out there for you. But by no means do you have to.
I have a question for the letter to the future self.
Yes, ma'am.
I went to the Google Doc and there's nothing on it.
Yeah, so that's where you're gonna type your letter.
Oh, okay. Also, I apparently have like a road trip vacation like in the beginning of September. So do I just go to class normally if I'm like in the car or something?
Whenever you can log on, that's always the best idea.
Okay.
And then just if for some reason like you don't have service or you can't get on, just make sure that your mom calls their parent guardian calls the office so that way they'll excuse your absence.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Pismo Beach, and I'm also going to like I think Oregon to see like waterfalls.
Ooh.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go get away.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the lakes and the rivers you're used to. Who knows that reference? Little TLC for you guys. Okay, Genesis. So in the doc where it has like the graphic organizer, you can just fill in the little information there. But for the letter, write it like paragraph style. Miss Haley, you got a question?
Yeah. So somewhere in the thing, it says before writing the letter, you will need to go to gather information about the deceased character.
In the letter it says that?
Yeah, above the boxes.
Oh, that's not right. Oh my gosh. See, I deleted it, so hopefully. All right, I just deleted it, so hopefully it went away. That shouldn't be on there. That's for something else. This thing is just giving me a very hard time today. Okay, guys, so I'll put a note on Google Classroom too about that. You just need to fill out that sheet. I'm not sure what that other part is. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me look at it. Yeah, I'm on it with Cami right now.
Miss Nunez.
Yes, my dear.
The one of the questions is, what are you doing at the time of letter? Does that mean like, what does that mean?
Like, I guess you could say like you're in school right now, like, or you're in whatever grade you're in.
Okay.
Haley, can you X out of it and then refresh it and see if that's gone? Because based on Cami, from what I'm seeing, it's not on there anymore.
I have another question. When the letter says education, does it mean like what are we doing, like online school or something else?
Yeah, I guess like what grade you're in, what you've like, are you in middle school, like what grade you're in. So when you look at this in the future, you can be like, oh yeah, that's when I was in 7th grade. And I would mention that you're doing online learning because that's going to be something to remember.
Okay.
Okay, because when I open it on my end, it's gone. So like when I just opened it off a Classroom in Cami, it's not there anymore. So go ahead and just ignore it anyways, and I'll make a note of that. But it's so weird. Okay, because it's gone on all of my ends. I don't know. All right, guys, and just for the campaign videos, please try and have those to me by end of day tomorrow so I can do whatever I need to do to them and get them ready to be posted on Thursday. And then, Kira, did you try to resend yours?
Yeah, I just resent it.
Okay, let me check my inbox. Got it. Kira, how's your book going? Aren't you the editor this year?
Yeah, it's good. We made an Instagram page today, so.
Oh, sweet. Did you tell Mr. Sims you were running for ASB president?
No, not yet.
He's going to be mad at me.
Probably.
No, I think if you were elected, I think you can handle it.
Thank you.
Genesis, yes. So you'll put the date today so you remember. Remember August 20, is it the 24th or the 25th today? 25th? What day is it? What time is
The
it?
25th.
Thank you. Mia. Saw your hand raised. Did you need something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if the document I shared with you sent.
It has not come through yet.
Okay. I'll try to send it again.
Put my email in the chat too, just so you make sure you're the early one.
Okay.
So, so for example, the mission statement of Beaumont Unified School District is mind and boat. So like we all have our, in order for the boat to operate, we all have to have, work together to get the boat to move. So what's kind of like a personal, think of it as like a personal slogan. What's something that defines you as a person? Like, my name is Jesse and I stand for X, Y, and Z, or I believe X, Y, and Z. Haley, just by end of day tomorrow. So. So education, put your grade level now, so 7th grade, and then occupation, student. I will post the results on Cougar Corner and our ASB class. You're welcome, Genesis. I'm so excited for the Cougar Color Festival virtual event. It's going to be so fun. Oh, okay. Let me open it from here, Mia. Very cute, Mia. I like the first one. That one made me laugh. That's good.
I got the idea from Tangled because they never get Flynn Rider's nose right.
That's a good one. It was cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, I'll get those posters up today, probably around 2. A quote coggle? Oh, don't worry about that, Kaylin. To be honest, guys, some of these leadership assignments I find on websites, and then I guess I didn't do a good job proofreading it. So it's probably something that the teacher who created uses, so my bad. So don't worry about a quote coggle. I'm interested what that is, though, now. What is a quote coggle? The world may never know. I guess I could Google it. It looks like a coggle is like a type of graphic organizer. Learn something new every day. I like the idea of a car wash, Haley. The only thing is, when I was talking to Mr. Breyer, I don't think that they would allow you guys to come on campus to be together right now. So maybe once the, restrictions are lifted, but right now, because initially I thought, oh, I'll have like the students come pass out colors and, fill bags and stuff, but that I don't think that they'll lift the restriction on that, unfortunately. So it's going to be staff handing out the colors to students because we're allowed to be on campus. So so because the staff is there, we can space out and we can hand out colors that way. And then people will pick them up and then they'll toss the color from their backyards and their homes. So it's going to be virtual, but yeah, because initially I thought, oh, I can have the ASB kids come, but I don't think that's not going to fly right now. Now, Rayla, this is crazy. So they actually don't allow bake sales anymore. Isn't that sad? Because everything has to be like store purchased. You guys are going to find out all of these crazy little laws in ASB. There's always so many weird things that you think, oh, like that's weird that we can't do that. But there's a lot of restrictions. Like I can't even have like a bounce house at an event. The district won't like approve the insurance for that. It's crazy. So sometimes everyone thinks I'm like a killer of dreams when it comes to ideas, and I don't mean to be. It's just the restrictions that are put in place. Let's see. Also, instead of a wheel to get, oh, that'd be fun. Maybe. I think we just thought of the wheel for like speed wise, but we could always post some kind of thing on like Cougar Corner and kids could take it and then bring their results with them. I like that. That's a good idea.
Oh, but also I have another comment to what I said.
Yeah.
Like like maybe it would be taken like in the beginning of the year, and maybe like I'm not sure if you should tell them like what the test is kind of for, because like some people might purposely try to get with their friend and like get the same answers.
It's just like, oh, say take this fun personality test, and then we could use the results to.
Yeah, but like I'm not sure if like everyone should know about it. Like what's it for? Because some people will like get put the same answers as their friends, so it wouldn't be very like different or something like
Yeah.
that.
For sure. Haley, what if everyone's the same? So weird thing, when we sorted last year, every teacher sorted differently. We had, because I was on the house committee as far as like planning. And when I input the final numbers for each houses, they were only like within like a few people of each other. It was crazy how it worked out. So we'd have to have some quality control in there to make sure that one house didn't get too many, for sure. Alrighty, guys. Well, it is 10:51. I feel like it was a very productive day. We got a lot discussed, so thank you. Any questions, comments, concerns before I let you all go for the day? Well, have a wonderful day. Good humans. Oh, let me turn my camera on, and then I'll talk to Malia too. Sorry. All right, so if you are all set, be good humans, have a fabulous day. Bye, Booze. If you have questions, stay on, and I will chat with you. Malia, how may I help you and your hat?
Okay, so on the future letter thingamajig, it says education and occupation.
Yes, so put your grade as your education, and your occupation is student.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
especially-
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Buenas niñas.
Bye. Neela, then Lily.
I had a question for the posters. How
Yes.
do we like, if we film the videos of our kind of speech thing on our phones, how do we send them to you?
So the best way on your phone is after your video is filmed, you're going to want to go onto your apps and get the Google Drive app on your phone if you don't already have it. And then you can upload the video to your drive, your school drive, and then you can just share it with me that way. That seems to be the best way.
Okay, thank
On
you.
phones. You're welcome. Lily. Bye, Adeline.
For the letter to ourselves, can we just pick any age?
Yeah. It can be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Bye.
I
Bye.
have a question.
Yes, Anessa.
So, on the habit thing, it says it says letter to future self directions. Do we have to do the plan sheet, or do we just jump into the letter template?
Do the plan sheet first and then do the template.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really quick, can you look at my poster and tell me if there's anything I should change or if it looks good?
You got it. Let me get on there right now. Yeah, I think that's cute.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that it like looked nice.
Yes, it looks very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you later. Malia, you got a question?
Okay, so I forget things very fast. So I forgot what occupation was for again.
No worries. Your occupation right now, it's basically your job. Your job is a student.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see ya.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. Bye.